Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Francesca and I am a 7 Cups of Consciousness practitioner, a shamanic sound healer, a love dating relationships coach, and so many other fun things. My channel is all about love, dating, and relationships. It's my passion, my mastery, my jam. I love looking at all the different layers that go into relationship and breaking down those complex challenges into bite-sized little layers and nuggets with tips, techniques, insights, suggestions from my little energetic perch to help support you on your journey. I wanted to speak to today about how dating sites have it all wrong. So let me explain. Some quick background into my level of expertise. Not only do I have the coaching background and years of experience with that, I also spent many years single. And in that time, there were certain points where I used it as like a lab to explore. So I spent a lot of time in the 3D parsing things out, looking at different things, different dynamics, what works, what doesn't work, listening to other experts, reading what they had to say, sitting in on workshops for their insights. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of us that are saying the same thing. And it's just kind of picking what nuggets of wisdom you can get from each person and crafting and applying how that would work for you. The beef I have with dating sites, from the free to the expensive to the exclusive, is every profile or every beginning is always going to have the same information. And 99% of the time, okay, 100% of the time, that information does nothing to tell you what that person is like, nor any indication of compatibility, nor longevity or success of a relationship. And that information is usually height, occupation, those type things. In fact, I think some sites will even list, depending, obviously, these are the more expensive exclusive, the salary range. Not one of those things determine compatibility, nor, like I said, success of a relationship. There isn't one successful relationship that I know where the person is like, yeah, they're pretty cool, but I'd love him more if he were an inch or two taller. Right? I understand that we all are attracted to certain things. We all have preferences. I've even seen profiles list like super specific, like 5'9", brown hair, brown eyes, athletic build, short hair, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, perfect. That might be precisely the physicality that you're looking for, but there's also a whole lot of other things that are going to go into that to determine whether there's compatibility or, once again, longevity. So just to kind of hammer this point home, I was in a group, it's been a while, 4 years, 5 years. It's all kind of a blur. We'll say 5 years. And there was a gal that was speaking about how she had been talking to this guy. And she was listing all these fabulous things about him. And she was a very like romantic person. And so they were writing letters to each other. And he fit all these qualities that she was looking for in a partner. But he was an inch shorter than she was. And so after she's like gushing about this great experience, they lived in different cities. And so I think they had been writing letters for about 3 months and they were planning to meet. And so she posed a question to the group. She's like, well, after gushing, like 20 minutes, he's an inch shorter than I am. Should I, start looking for someone else? And I sat there gobsmacked. We all have quirks, right? Everybody has their idiosyncrasies. Some people might have a few more than others. Their idiosyncrasies might make them attractive to a smaller group of people than others. She would have been one of those people, lovely woman, like super sweet, great heart, smart as a whip, but super quirky. And here she had this guy that adored her and loved her idiosyncrasies and had a lot of the same. They loved some of the same. I mean, like the plans that they were making for the date and the effort that he was putting in. And so I said, in the scheme of things, him being an inch shorter compared to this super long list and all these great qualities he has, is that as important as you think it is? So is that difference of height going to be the difference between him taking care of you when you're sick, bringing you soup, like, and being a good partner and being supportive? And so, a lot of us kind of gave our suggestions, support, say, hey, just go with it, see where it goes, etc. Like, don't cut bait because of this super minor issue. She didn't. They continue to talk. Now they've been married several years. They have a beautiful little daughter. He is the best husband for her. He's a great father to their daughter. And so it makes me laugh when I think back to this conflictedness of focusing on this one, in the scheme of things, minor thing. Now, that's not to say that, once again, date somebody that there's no attraction to. Obviously, there was still attraction, but to get so fixated. And so when dating sites always post those things, those are the first things you see, it's perpetuating this focus on things that, in the scheme of things, as far as relationships go, aren't the determiners. They aren't super important. And as far as like income goes, the way I see it is, I have a very like growth mindset, a very positive mindset. And to me, income is just a tiny little fraction of the big picture. So you can always make more money. There's always ways to make more money. So that income, once again, is just a small fraction of the big picture. And just because somebody might have a larger salary doesn't mean that they necessarily have a lot of disposable income. They could be hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. They could be a huge spender and spend, not necessarily spend wisely. So while they might have a salary that sounds super great, there's a lot of other little layers under that. So in your dating, we'll say, experiences, and as you move out there, don't place as much importance on, like I said, those type things. If you are really looking for a juicy, healthy relationship, those play such a small part in all of it. So I hope that this video was supportive and that you enjoy this little insight. And until next time, more love vibes to come. Ciao.